welcome to episode 25 of the Youth Squad Legends series with Wrexham. Alright, Squad Hub, let's talk about the player of the episode. Last episode, you guys voted for Zviro van Dinteren. Somehow, in my personal opinion, Benzmacher has been robbed, but I guess that's how it goes. Zviro van Dinteren climbs up to 77 potential. Here are all the other attribute upgrades from last episode. Remember, there was a double bonus handed out by Posh Cutsy. That won't be active today, nor will it be active throughout the rest of the season. But it's not to say that this episode won't be any less rewarding, because it seems like Rob and Ryan have done a madness. Hello there, Posh Cutsy here. We've made it to December, which means that I can play Mariah Carey over and over again without feeling utterly terrible about my life. Using their connections, McElhenney and Reynolds are giving you an opportunity of a lifetime. We've picked out 6 sons from Legends of YSL Past that could potentially be signed up by Wrexham. Enjoy! Toodles! Whoa, now then. So this was heavily inspired by a recent Sparring DK video where he got a player called Kone. Now, he had an absolute legend with the same name about 10 years ago, and he just put 2 and 2 together, and I think it's wicked. I've been dabbling with the idea for a few years now, but it's the first time that I've been really pushed to do it. I think it's going to be an excellent addition, but it comes with its downsides, more characters to get through within this series. So what we got here, Rolly Sepp has brought in Finley Evans, Andy Flocker, Nico Mulders, Daniel Apau, Jake Jackson, and Felix Rosenberg. If you want to know how we did it, we took all the top players that we played with, randomized them, and the first few were selected for this special scouting report. If you're confused on the connections, Tom Evans is the dad of Finley Evans. He was a Yeovil centre-back. Andy Flocker, the son of Radu Flocker from Harrogate Town. The most obscure is Henke Pau from Plymouth. Scorer of possibly the greatest goal in Youth Squad Legends. Well, this is his offspring. Nico Mulders is the child of Paderborn legend Matthias Mulders. Macclesfield's Max Jackson had Jake Jackson. And do we really need to explain who Felix Rosenberg's dad is? One of the greatest Youth Squad Legends players of all time, Alexander Rosenberg from Burton Albion. I'd love to give all these guys chances. However, it's going to be difficult because the rule still applies. For us to promote a Youth Academy player means that we also have to make space within the first team, making decisions on the futures of some players that I just don't know enough of at this moment in time. Lawyer would be one of the players that I'd look to get rid of, but I can't get rid of him because we signed him up within this season. So we really are a bit stuck right now. And that's probably a good thing because I don't want to flood this team with past memories. It'd be nice to have a little sprinkling of history, but I want mostly for Wrexham to make their own. The emergence of Alex Brutus might have put Philip Miller in a bit of trouble. Out of the two, I much prefer the Kenyan. So we'll start with that one. Let's recall him from loan. He's now 76 potential and is getting added to the transfer list. That shall allow us to bring in one of these players. Even though Mulder's son looks ridiculous, I would be a fool to not bring up Felix Rosenberg first. This is Alexander Rosenberg's son we're talking about. He's a CDM, 53 overall and getting promoted straight to the first team. Most importantly, what are them long shots like? 36, Christ almighty. You need a bit of work. Absolutely no play styles attached either. It's gonna be a long road if Felix Rosenberg wants to emulate his father. Anyway, back to concentrating on the team and the league. Wrexham in 5th place in this mad League 2 season could be reaching the same points total as Fleetwood Town today if they beat them away from home. Fleetwood Town playing kick and rush football in the 5-3-2 holding formation. They've only won 1 of their last 5 matches, and that's why Fleetwood Town, who looked unassailable at one point, are actually now looking very rocky at the top of the table. I'm a bit worried on Spencer Neal. He had a shocking last episode, and I do think with the emergence of Sola as centre-back, Gwynfor Owen might be taking that position off him. Then all of a sudden, Spencer Neal's on the chopping block. We're bringing in Miller for one final hurrah. Fleetwood Town against Wrexham. Now, obviously, we all want Felix to just explode into life, but with all the players that have come and gone, that have been dubbed the next Alexander Rosenberg and turned out to be absolute flops, I would be ridiculously happy if he just had a solid game, because this quite literally is the next Alexander Rosenberg from a genetics point of view. It's great progression by Wrexham. Now, is Rosenberg gonna find an opening? If he scores a long shot, the roof is going to quite simply come off my house. I mean, it's under so much stress already because we got snow on the ground, we got snow on the rooftops. Oh, beautiful double block by Philip Miller. Are we sure that we should sell him? Philip Miller to chase down Phoenix. Doing really well. He's doing way better than I remember him being. Tomohara Yoko with a shove. Philip Miller to the inside. Rosenberg just a steady Eddie, keeping everything nice and neat on his debut. Mentally, just having that name alone probably gives you an extra 5 or 6 overall. It's a good job that we can talk about secondary stuff, because the game itself is a bit of a bland contest. It needs an injection of life, and is that past the injection it needed? It's Stockley for Fleetwood, 1-0. The league leaders fighting to keep their place at the top of the table. I genuinely hope that opens up the game a little bit. Another nothing display so far from Svairo van Dinteren. But what are you going to bring on instead? Lokthuk Ung? You're risking a lot against the league leaders. You're separated by just one moment of magic. That play through to open it up for Stockley. It's literally all this game's had. Like, everything else has been cancelled out. Spencer Neal done. Cross might be coming in. Danny Binge doesn't help. Wesley Purpart, don't know why he's diving so frantically. We can wax lyrical about how well Philip Miller has played overall, but he's actually lost both goal scorers in terms of marking. Felix Rosenberg onto Tomohara Yoko. This is Svairo van Dinteren, who's really struggled, but will feed in Ricardo Neves, who has to finish and doesn't. The league leaders for a reason. Fleetwood Town have done very well here. Full time, Fleetwood Town 2. Wrexham 0. Felix Rosenberg's pass accuracy was 100%. Although that being said, he only made 5 passes within the game, which seems a bit low. Not really what I expected. I think I am going to be adding Spencer Neal to the transfer list. As much as this lad can do a job, he will never be one of them players that I look at and go, yeah, he can win us a game of football. Not to mention that Giacomo Cesarini can play left back and play it very well. Which one of these players do we need the most? I mean, we've only got Tomohara Yoko on that right-hand side, so we could test out some kind of backup. Mulders is just a better player, man. I wonder if he could do a job at right midfield. I'm going to sign him up. He comes in at 63 overall. His pace is only 69. What's his crossing at? 67 could be quite reliable in right midfield. Offer of £1.5 million coming in for Philip Miller. I think that is rather acceptable, saying his market value is 1.2 million. We got Port Vale now in second place, coming to our patch. A big run of big teams within this division. 5-2-2-1 they line up, winning just 2 of their last 5. The key defensive player is Irkoviti. The importance of these matches is kind of delaying that farewell game for Dominguez. It'll need to happen in the next match, because after that it'll get sold. It's Wrexham against Port Vale. Svairo van Dinteren completely dropped because of his invisible game against Fleetwood. If he's going to be an Obby Jackers type figure for this team, well, his mentality has to be way better than what it currently is. Danny Bins! Oh, could have been a lot worse than what it actually turned out to be. Conlon, though, is going to be standing over this free kick with his dead ball plus. Major problem here for Wrexham. Collins gonna have a big whip on it. Oh, it smashes the crossbar. James Wilson, we're backing off a little bit. Garrity could be offside. Great save by Perpart regardless. Cross is no problem for Slot. Brutus just hits and hopes that it lands Wrexham player. Stefansson back to Danny Binns. Our passing has got generally better. Benchmaker trying to open things up. Stefansson might set up Alan Richards. Pinning them back there. Benchmaker. Here is Alan Richards. Just can't find the back of the net. As technically brilliant as he is, the more and more he struggles to score, the more and more we are going to send him further back into a central midfield position. First real showing for Nico Mulders in an attacking sense. Almost whipped it into the back of the net himself. Does seem like a touch of class though. It seems like he's got a whiff of Sorin Dari about him. Port Vale have gone 1-0 up. Centre-backs just went missing. I tell you what, that pass to Garrity, perfectly timed. Somehow he's got it around Perpart. We made changes too late. We've been punished by it. Dari's now up front, but we've got a mountain to climb. There's the bad teams, there's the good teams, and then there's the elite teams in this division. And we are not elite. Go on, Perpart, he's had a shocker. We've seen quite the difference between the two sets of players. It's not great from Wrexham. I don't feel like I'm playing bad either. It's just simply a skill issue. No matter the combination up front, I don't know how Wilson's got through Cesarini. It's 4-0 Port Vale. They're really sticking the nail in now. It seemingly is one of them days. I don't really know what else I can do with Cesarini. I've put him in the right position. It's just gone straight through him. No, it's just so unbalanced. Try and get it to Dari. Mulders loses the ball. Anybody there who's trying to compete for the right midfield job might as well just accept that they are going to play second fiddle. We're getting mullered. Seriously missing Tomoharu Yoka. Even when he has quiet episodes, he's doing so much work for the team. It almost feels like first season Wrexham. Zviro van Dinteren seems to have picked up a little injury just to compound matters further. Well done, Danny Binns. Man, oh man. Every time you get someone else on that right-hand side, Tomoharu Yoka's stocks rise. James Wilson, still with a face scan of when he was a teenager, he definitely doesn't look like that anymore. Got himself a hat-trick here. I'm happy to admit when I'm not playing great and the form of our team is my fault and not theirs, I don't think that this is a situation like that. I'm putting the effort in. I'm not getting any results at the moment from the team. Not good that from Mulders, but he is a central midfielder. We can't be too harsh on him in a different position. Yeah, I was so bummed out about how the team was playing and how the game was playing that I just decided to drop FC24 altogether for that night and hope for better things in the morning. Whilst this brief intermission plays out, here's Yuko Ike's Haiku Chronicles.
Welcome to Yuko Ike's Haiku Chronicles with your host, Yuko Ike.
Whatever you do, don't Google translate sharp knife into Latvian. Okay. Oh, I've started today by smashing my record on Collect the Trophies. Thinking positively, Wrexham in 9th place. Still everything to play for. We've got bottom side Crawley Town next, who've only accumulated 14 points. They are well off the pace. They're going to get essentially relegated. Playing in a counter-attacking 3-1-4-2, their goalkeeper was excellent the last time that these teams faced up. They've won 1 out of their last 5 matches. Wrexham against Crawley Town. Come on. Interception by Danny Binns. Rosenberg on to Benchmaker. 4 players on this attack. It's Alan Richards who scored! Yes! Now talk about changes. Changes! I've actually scored with Alan Richards. Van Dinteren's gone onto the outside. Little step over, and he's free of everyone. It's Van Dinteren. Oh, we are cooking today. It's like a different team. The slide tackles going in frantically, and Van Dinteren's done something in the episode now. Danny Binns. May that be a yellow card for Danny Bins. Eventually, he will get suspended for all these fouls. Great run here by Zviro. Alan Richards onto Rosenberg. It's on target. It's on target. Yes, I'm manifesting him being as good as Alexander. All right. It's very unlikely, but you know what? Anything's possible right now. Good angle coverage by Danny Bins. Even on the yellow card, is just a magnificent centre-back. He doesn't really need to make a tackle to be effective. Brutus getting his face up all in the attack. Oh, what a ball that is, though. Lolos with a shocking shot. Truly electrifying start that has slowed down a little bit. Danny Bins, great coverage. Back to your keeper. In full control here, Tomoharu Yoka wins the header, half-time, 2-0. Now we're on the defensive, bit of space that's getting closed down by Danny Bins. Here comes Felix Rosenberg. Can't count that as a shot on target. I feel like it's my duty to score a long shot goal with him. Even if he turns out to be a dud, I think it'll be a bit of a shambles if we don't score something spectacular with a lad called Rosenberg. 2-1. Better effort this is from Crawley Town. Just got to keep our focus. Danny Bins, absolutely marvellous, like he always is. Ioka trying to find Zviro van Dinteren. Much more assured defensive unit now that Dominguez is out of the picture. It's an interception by Felix Rosenberg, but he himself gets stopped by Kelly. This is good. He's got energy for days without a play style as well. I know that these lads got randomly generated at the start of the episode. All I've done is change the names. But I do get that feeling that Alexander Rosenberg is his dad. He just feels good to play with. Just about to hit January, we've got a transfer offer for Spencer Neal. I'm not feeling it now. Today's a brand new day. I think Spencer Neal can come in and impress me. We'll reject this offer and try and find another player in the team to sell. Oh yes, Danny Bins has got suspended for the next match. It's not really surprising. Skegro's gonna go. There's no need for him. Honestly, there's no need for another left-sided player. I'd love to have someone from the Czech Republic, but it's not him. Philip Miller's out. Luis Spallan's out. Dominguez is gone. Svanson sold. Traore departs. And Namdi out of here. Semi Prasad's ready to become a centre-back. Moves up to 57 overall. Next up, Forest Green Rovers in a standard 4-4-2. Lost 3, won 2 in the last 5 games. We'll have Semi under the microscope. Oi, oi. Alongside Spencer Neal and Skegro. See which one's the next one to go here. It's Forest Green Rovers against Wrexham. Come on, Cesarini. Get pushing. Yeah, I don't know how he won that ball, but he's done a great job. Ah! Cesarini! Giacomo! Cesarini will release Tomoharu Yoka. I think the right-hand side will be the way today because of Skegro on the left. Just lifted. Oh my God, what an assist! Ah! Mulders! What's his first name? Nico Mulders! You'll not see a better assist all series! Big wins. Well done, Sorindari. It's a block by Gwyn throwing. It's coming to the number 6, Jenks, against Zviro van Dinteren, who's having to do some defending. McAllister breezes past Cesarini. That's Spencer Neal out again, blocked by Sorindari. Well played, guys. This is better from Forest Green. Semi Prasad didn't even bother marking up, mate. What are you doing? Bakayoko ran through you and you ain't even bothered. Like, what is that? Got all the defensive awareness of a young Jang Sung Chan right there. It's not someone that I want to be selling straight away, though, because his pace and physicals are off the charts. Winford's there. Yes, mate. Surely they don't give that as a foul. Surely. And judging by yesterday, this might go in. McAllister. Oh, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's typical. This game is punishing me. Skegro. I mean, that's a completed pass. Mulders will probably get it back. Alan Richards didn't really want that ball. We're so desperate for Neves in that position today. Bakayoko might be there. One-on-one per part makes the save. We've got to get Semi Prasad out of centre-back. It's a shame that we don't have Neves on the bench because I think more energy in that midfield would work in our favour. Bensmacher at left midfield will help massively. Maybe Stefansson is the call. Richards can play left back. I'm going to play him left back. I am going to play Alan Richards left back. Stefansson. Here's Dari. Way more drive on the left side with Benchmaker. Setting up Zviro van Dinteren. Under Walsh. 2-2. Quick response there after the half-time break. Benchmaker. Through that gap. Zviro van Dinteren. Excellent play. Tomoharu. Oh! Cutting through Forest Green Rovers. Zviro van Dinteren has Tomoharu Yoka open. Mulder's getting involved. Sorin Dari over the top. It's Benchmaker with time, but not with the finish. Both teams pushing for a winner. I mean, Zviro van Dinteren's got nothing to aim at. Eventually, Nico Mulders shows his face for the winner and for the limbs. It's blocked. Great defending. I took too much time with it. This is Giovanni at the other end getting denied by Owen. What's the added time like? 2 added minutes. A game this exciting deserves a winner. It's Benchmaker. Go on, lad. Try and set someone up. I appreciate the unselfish behaviour. 2-2. Well played, guys. Should have really been a win. Can complain about the referee. Was never a free kick in a million years. There is a loan offer coming in for Semi Prasad, which might benefit both parties. I don't really want to see him go completely because of the physical stats on him, but he clearly doesn't fit in right now. Tomas Midjor to Crawley Town, okay. Next match, Salford at home, both teams on 40 points. Pre-match report doesn't have Luke Williams anywhere near the first team. That is definitely me recalling him. Playing him centre-back one moment and then benching him the next. Anthony Rocker's gone up to 74 overall now. Mate, he's flying. He's got 80 dribbling. Bitblue's got 81. Bring some of the boys back. Strength in numbers. Anthony Rocker returns. Bitblue is saying, in he comes. This second half of the season, we're going to put our foot down and get as many points as we possibly can. It's Wrexham against Salford. Shocking game of football. Salford incredibly defensive, and we'll try and take it easy on Anthony Rocco. It wasn't a good game back, but it's not like anybody else excelled in that attack either. Tomas Midjord bids farewell to the football club. See you later, fella. He's off to Crawley Town for £210,000. Right, we have a bit of a situation in the scouting network. These 2 scout reports are just about to expire. So one from Tony Pritchard from Pakistan, where we've been looking at 2 players, and Rolly Sepp obviously bringing back kids from old legends. Do we go for Ahmed Rasool? With that range closing up, he's looking like a 61, 62 overall potential, maybe into the low 70s? Or do we continue to roll the dice and scout this country for the next 3 months? No, I think I'm actually comfortable. I want to sign Ahmed Rasool. The more interesting decision making will be in the Rolly Sepp report. Finlay Evans, Andy Flocker could have decent careers. Jackson we could bring in as a 3rd choice goalkeeper, I guess. But Daniel Lapau, honestly, I don't know how he's made it. Nepotism. So we'll reject him and sign the other 3 boys up. That means that 4 lads from our first team have to go. Well, I see one straight away. Oscar Torres, who's technically our 3rd choice goalkeeper. Lull Lawyers submitted a transfer request. Brilliant. Skegro is just not a footballer. I think the final one is honestly a toss-up between Anthony Rocker, Bitflu Hussein. Don't really want to transfer list them just yet. I want to give them a little bit of time to integrate back into the first team, see how much they can impress, and then make a decision from there. Both left-hand sided players, both not as good as Benchmaker, and both could make tons of money for the football club. There's a little loan offer on the table for Felix Rosenberg. We can go and use the loan glitch here. Definitely not sending him out properly on loan. Spencer Neal is now blocked. His performances over the last couple of games have been nothing short of sensational. And actually, last time out is better than Giacomo Cesarini. Oscar Torres is wanted by Notts County. Skegro could be out of the door very quickly. There's a secondary offer on the table here. Definitely being sold. Final match this episode. been a bit of a marathon because of how dull some of the games have been. MK Dons playing in a 5-3-2 holding, currently 12th place, mid-table. Let's send the episode off with a bang. It's MK Dons against Wrexham. Early corner kick near side for MK Dons. Dealt with by Danny Binns. Bensmacher sets up Zviro van Dinteren on the break. And he's found Alan Richards somehow. The man who can't pass has made a brilliant assist. Alan Richards has got the taste for goals again. He's there with a standing tackle to move it on to Neves. Go on, Alan Richards. This is what we like to see. Zviro van Dinteren with a pass that's normally like Zviro, but then he sends up Sorindari for 2-0! Wrexham leading by 2-0. This is what we love to see, an attack that can actually get through the AI defence. We don't love to see that. Perperart's been alright in this episode, but he is letting some really cheap and easy goals. MK Dons are back in the hunt. I think we needed that immense start to have any hope, because MK Dons piling on the pressure, look good, smashed it bottom corner. Game's been utterly rotten over the last couple of days of playing it, hence why we've had so many games within this episode, because I just don't feel like I'm giving you guys, or the team's giving you, enough entertainment, and it seems like MK Dons just scoring with every single attack. Well, who would have thought this? 30 minutes, we've gone from 2-0 up to 3-2 down. I have to try and keep focused, try and keep positive. What is going on? What is going on? My brother's turning into Tobias Tanner before our very eyes. It's Grant Acker hopping inside. Penalty! Oh, wow! Take a look at this. Well, Tucker could have given a foul away there, but Bensmacher stayed on his feet. How? He's not even close to the ball. What is going on with this game today? We are fighting the tide of crap. Sorindari, though, will get to this ball. Probably has to finish. Keeper's just pushed it away for the corner kick. 4-2, half time. Yeah, I should never have had a look at that instant replay. I am fuming. Good interception by Ricardo Neves. He's played the ball into Zviro van Dinteren. Bensmacher with time makes it 4-3. Standing tackle by Alan Richards is not strong enough. Danny Binns might get turned. If it wasn't for the fact that he's absolutely brilliant. I'm so glad we've given Spencer Neal a run of games. Oh, it's Big Blue on his return. He stopped. Character. Show character, lads. Danny Binns, how many more times is he going to help us out? A skill pass by Bit Blue, and apparently Bensmacher's offside. Great timing on that pass. Spencer Neal closing down. Should have made a standing tackle. Better by Perpar. Off we go. Sorindari. It's a 2-against-1 with Bensmacher available if he doesn't stop. Who's this as well? Back post, Viro, best player for it, 4-4. We are winning this game of football. We put the heads down, we work hard, and we get the 3 points. Spencer Neal's running on fumes, but he's done great. He's got the standing tackle in again. Perpart saves. I don't really know what's going on. All that I do know is that I'm lucky to have not sold him. It was more luck than premonition. Zviro gets a block. I don't know, they just bodies everywhere. Spencer Neal gets a touch and Perpart keeps it away from a corner kick. Here comes Gwyn for Owen. Cesarini on the cover. Come on, lads. There's a winner in there for us. Go on, Sorindari. Oh my God, we have no energy. Absolutely no energy. Ricardo Neves into Bensmacher. Yes! Yes! Glenn Snecker. This game, come on! Outrageous, absolutely outrageous. 20 seconds to go, full time.
Welcome to Yuko EK's Haiku Chronicles with your host, Yuko EK.
Trip to Latvia. Skinhead with large rear stabs me with his ass Nazis. How'd you even find this stuff out. There has never been a better time to escape the clutches of FC24. Limbai! This has been Cutsy. Thank you for watching this extended episode of Youth Squad Legends. If you've enjoyed it, please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then press the red box down below and hit the bell icon for mobile notifications. Big thanks to everybody on the right side supporting me financially on Patreon. You guys are legends. Not really looking forward to editing this one. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.